Hello there everyone, and welcome back for another mod review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a really nice 10-piece factory pack by Smurf. These are made by other modders, but he's taken them, made them work correctly, took all the errors out of the log, and now they work perfectly. So the file size for this is 101 megabytes. Two things you're going to have to know. You're going to have to make an account to download from Smurf's website. In my opinion, it's definitely worth it because they're fast, clean, safe downloads, and there's no errors in the logs of any of the mods over there, so I highly recommend downloading that. Second thing is, you're going to have to unzip the first zip file, like I said, take out the 10 zip files inside and put them on in your mods folder. So what I'm going to do is explain a few things regarding these mods. We'll go over the shop and check out some of the specs, then I'm going to test out each and every one of these mods, so let's take a look. Okay, factory number one will be the Cylage Mixer. It's going to cost you $225,000 in the shop with a $40 a day maintenance fee. You're going to input chaff and it's going to output silage once it's done. This has a capacity of 500,000 liters. So let's take a look around at it. Very nice little placeable. Smurf also took those signs and made them in English. So that is very handy. All the animations work on these. Digital displays work as well. There's the silage factory right there. Actually, I don't think you can put grass in there. I think you have to use chaff. So there it is, 225, can hold 500,000 liters, $40 a day. Out here. So yeah, like 121, almost 122,000. Let's put that in there. So it's 12:49 on the clock there. We'll see how long that takes. So 5 hours to go through 1/5. And look at that. We got 121,000, almost 122,000 liters of silage. Okay, next up we have the grass dryer factory. Price in the shop is $225,000 with the $40 a day maintenance fee. You're going to input grass and you're going to output hay. Capacity of this is 500,000 liters, and the mixing time I'm not too sure of. We're going to find out together. So let's go over to the shop. Under placeables, under silos, like I said, 225,000 input grass, output hay, 500,000 liter capacity, so pretty good. Okay, let's get this guy filled up. We have some grass right on over here. I think 100,000 liters worth. So that can hold 5 times the amount. What we'll do is we'll take note of the time, write it down, and we will just 5 times it to figure out what this would take if it was completely filled. The time is 17:12. Okay, we'll pull this guy around to the back. Okay, 2012 will be 3 hours. So let's see where we're at. We're pretty much there. So basically 3 hours for that times 3 would be 15 hours. Let's go ahead and bump that up again. Get back down. Should be completely done by now. So you get an idea what the time there anyway, guys. Okay, rolling right along, we have mod number 3 here. This is the fertilizer factory. This will cost you $225,000 in the shop with a $40 a day maintenance fee. Now you can input 3 different things here to make your dry fertilizer. You can put in manure, slurry, or digestate. Now I happen to have manure and slurry, so we'll be testing out those two. And it's going to output dry fertilizer, like I said. The capacity of this is 500,000 liters, and the mixing time we'll have to find out together. So we'll go over the shop in a second. You can notice here you got the sign all done up in English. Input manure, liquid manure, or digestate, and you get fertilizer. So let's go over to the shop under silos. Fertilizer factory. There it is right there, 225. Like I said, you can put in all those 3 things and you get dry fertilizer as a byproduct. So let's go. We'll take a little look around at this. Everything's labeled here beautifully. There is the dry grass factory. We'll take a little look around at it here. This one has a digital display on it. It's pretty much the same building. You can see the increments there show up. Beautiful, beautiful job he did. Okay, so right here we have some slurry and we have some manure. So we'll go ahead and put in this manure first. And you can see we just got under 100,000 liters here, but that's fine. Let's dump that in there. Okay, so we'll dump our slurry in there. Like I said, it takes digestate as well, and hopefully you'll be able to put that in the same drop off. I don't imagine there's a tank hookup for that. Yes, we can put it right here. So you can see the slurry going in there. We'll get a rough idea how long the processing time takes. We'll take note of the time that it's 2 minutes to 11, 10:58, and this is now empty. So let's get this guy out of the way. We'll bump time ahead a little bit here. So yes, the one with the red roof is your fertilizer. It's nice to have these all set up in one spot like this too. Just give yourself a little bit of room to move around, but my god, this will take care of a lot of your resources you need around your farm. Yeah, this one's a little tight. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Fertilizer, 30,000, okay. Just start filling it up now. Look at that fertilizer. Didn't take long at all. So that was the dry fertilizer factory. Okay, now on to mod number 4. Papa got this all fixed up. The animations work great. You can see the digital displays work there as well. And it's not super loud when you're around this anymore. So he did a great job fixing this up. This is the compound feed mixer for TMR. Price in the shop is $95,000 with a $10 a day maintenance fee. You're going to input hay, straw, and silage, and you're going to output TMR. Capacity of this is 100,000 liters, and the mixing time we'll have to find out together. So let's jump on over here to silos, and here is our forage factory. So there's many names for TMR. You can call it forage, you can call it total mix ration, you could call it compound feed, a few different names for that. Take a little walk around at it. Looks like he took the digital display off the side there, which is fine because it's not going to really work until the factory scripts come out anyway. So, but this is fine. Got the digital displays right in the front there, and it's nice and quiet. I like that. Let's go fill these guys up. It took me more time to get all these resources ready than it does to edit and make this video, but it is all done now and ready to roll out. We got just over 100,000 liters of hay. We got some silage there. I think that's like 500,000 liters, and 500,000 liters of straw. So we'll go ahead and start filling this up. Oh yeah, the digital displays work there. I just had to get off the screen for a second and come back. Yeah, it doesn't show up in the bins. I didn't notice that, but that's okay. At least it shows up on the digital display. That's all that matters. But you still might need the script to have that show up. I'm not sure how that works, guys, but it's much better than it was. See, you're putting it in, and see the digital display is not moving there. And then it jumps. So yeah, that's right. This held 500,000 liters. You'd never think it by looking at it, but that's all filled up. 500,000 liters of this, but it's only going to take 100,000. Okay, so we'll take note of the time, 14:59. So it's basically 1,500 hours. Let's go ahead and fast forward time. And look, 100,000 liters. There it is. Just a little bit over an hour for that one to make 100,000 liters. So very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our TMR. 100,000 liters worth. So that only took an hour in game time to make 100,000 liters of TMR. So that's excellent. Okay, mod number 5. This is the pig food mixer. This will cost you $95,000 in the shop with a $10 a day maintenance fee. You're going to input potatoes, soybean, and sugar beets, and you output pig food. They're the 3 ingredients you need to make that. This has a capacity of 500,000 liters. So let's go over to the shop. We'll take a look at that. There's the pig food right there, 95,000. Like I said, you put in potatoes, sugar beet, and soybean, and you get pig food. 100,000 liter capacity. Okay, so we have our 3 ingredients over here all lined up in the Hickers. We have some soybean here first, so let's go drop that off. 100,000 liters of each. In you go. So yeah, you can see the digital display is not moving there at all, but it will jump all of a sudden. There. Going in the first one. You can see that's basically there. It's off by a liter, but close enough. Alright. Lastly, we'll put our sugar beets in there. We'll have everything we need for pig food. Okay, that's all in there. Let's bring this guy around to the side so we can prepare him for pickup. You can see the digital display there on the side of the building. 500 liters, 1,000 made so far. Okay, let's jump back to the clock. 16:20, let's say we started that. And we'll go ahead and fast forward 1 hour. Look at that, 17:20. There's exactly 1 in-game hour, and it's just about there. It just needs another 9,000 liters. So we'll bump it back up just to get that done, and then we'll turn it back down. So yeah. So basically an hour and a half in-game time for that to process. Okay, let's start dumping it out. Pig food, please. Comes out nice and fast too. Look at that. Yeah, the displays just take a little bit. They don't count down 1 at a time. It just kind of jumps, but much better than they were. Okay, for factory number 6, we have the diesel factory. This is really handy for storing and supplying your own fuel. Price in the shop is $125,000 with a $40 a day maintenance fee. You're going to input canola. You're going to output diesel fuel. Capacity of this is 500,000 liters, and the mixing time we'll find out together. So very good job you did with this. It looks like you could even maybe fuel your tractors and stuff from here, but that's what the next mod's going to be. That little tank over here, and that's just a supply tank. I basically said that was a factory, but there you can store your own fuel. So you can store all kinds in there and supply your own fuel. So very cool. So let's go over to the shop. We'll take a look at that under silos all the way over, and there it is, the diesel factory, 125,000. Like I said, you put canola and you get diesel fuel out of it. 10 million liters of fuel that will hold, and you can fuel up your tractors from that. So very cool. So that is it. Let's go over, take a look at this. Get some tanks, get the gas pump, got the reserve, the holding tank there. Everything's digitally displayed. Very nice. There's your drop off for your canola. Okay, let's go over and grab our canola. We got 100,000 liters worth here. Watch a digital display there, if we can see around this truck. Okay, let's dump this. Very nice. We'll take note of the time, 12:07. So I couldn't find anything big enough to hold that much fuel, but we'll get an idea when we fill this up. This can't hold a whole lot, but so you can see that one has a digital display as well on the front. Less than a second, I guess, but that's going to definitely take a little bit more time to process the fuel. So let's go ahead and we'll fill this up anyway. Should be enough in here to almost fill this. Okay, we'll just go right on over to the diesel storage, and we'll look right at the next mod while we're here. This is the diesel storage with pump. Price in the shop is $5,900. You're going to input diesel fuel and you output diesel fuel. This has a capacity of 10 million liters, so you can definitely store all kinds in here, guys. So I can't see any triggers on here, so we're just going to have to drive around this. Hopefully I can put it in there with this thing. Pretty sure I can. there it goes. It was going in there. Alright, next up, factory number 8, we have the lime factory. This will cost you $125,000 in the shop with a $40 a day maintenance fee. Now, you're going to input lime and water, it says, and you're going to output lime. So, it sounds kind of weird, but at least you can double your quantity by just adding water, which is really cool. Capacity of this is 500,000 liters. So, we'll run over to the shop right quick here, take a look at it over in the silos. There it is right there, 125,000. You had lime and water. So we'll take a little look around at it. Very nice. Everything's digitally displayed in English. You can see through the back wall there, but not a big deal. So at least it's a different looking factory than the others. Has a digital display on the back as well, and we have a tanker full of water here. So let's get this filled up. It's getting a little confused there because I tried to put the water in earlier and it said it wouldn't take it, so I thought it might have been liquid fertilizer, but no, it's this. It's water. So it's going in there now. 32,000 liters worth. Put our lime inside. See, the digital displays are working wonderfully. We'll take note of the time, 17:32. So yeah, it's well underway. We already got a bit made. Lime, 101,000 liters. Wow. Well, that's the lime I just put in there, I'd imagine. But as you can see, that works just fine. Just got to give it some time to process, that's all. Okay, mod number 9, we have our seed factory. This here, you can put in dry fertilizer, barley, wheat, or oats. Any of those 3 different grains there, plus dry fertilizer will give you seed. So you input that, you output seed. The capacity of this is 500,000 liters. The price in the shop is $225,000 with a $40 a day maintenance fee. Let's go over to the shop. We'll take a look at that under silos, seed factory, right here, 225,000. Okay, so let's take a little look at this. The tanks are connected to the ones on the side. This is just this little factory by itself, like the bike there on the side. Got the digital display, everything in English there. Papa Smurf does such a nice job when he does these. I like the little bins on the side with the dolly. Very nice. Okay, we'll go ahead and start filling this up. We have our 2 ingredients over here. We have some wheat, 500,000 liters. We don't need that much. And we have our dry fertilizer there, probably the same amount. Wow, it took all of that. Very nice. Make all kinds of seed. Sorry if I messed up on some of the fermenting times, guys, but you get the gist anyway of how long this takes. Some take a little bit longer than others. The diesel factory is definitely the slowest one, but that's okay because you don't need a lot of diesel fuel anyway. You're just going to be using it for the most part to refuel your fleet. Okay, we're going over 100,000 liters, so just over 3 hours in game time, guys, to fill that on up. You get a whole cartload of seed here. Okay, so we definitely have over 100,000 liters there. It's just taking a little while to fill up, so I'm just going to stop right there. You guys get the gist. And lastly, we have our compost mixer, mod number 10. This is going to cost you $95,000 in the shop with a $10 a day maintenance fee. You're going to input silage, sugar beets, and straw to make your compost. And you're going to output compost, of course. Capacity of 100,000 liters. Mixing time, we'll find that out together. Let's run over to the shop real quick. Compost factory, 95,000. Like I said, put those 3 different ingredients in and you'll get compost. So let's take a little walk around at this. All 3 of these are pretty much identical. They're just different colors and they take different ingredients. Got the digital displays. Everything's nicely put there. Okay, so we have our 3 different ingredients over here. Let's go ahead and start filling it up. Sugar beets on the way. I wish those little signs inside those bunkers were in white just so they could stand out a little more, but that's fine. Red on black's kind of hard to see. I remember in 17 you could make compost out of anything. Any rubbish. Just throw it in there and makes compost out of it. But at least we have compost now, which is cool. Okay, 100,000 liters. We'll take note of the time. It's 10:27. See, I'm not too sure because the script isn't in on this. That's what it is. This doesn't have the compost script on it, so I don't believe it's going to work on this map. You'd have to use this with the proper map. If I when I find out what the map is that uses the compost, guys, I'll put it down in the description below or in the comments. But you can see all them bunkers are full and it makes it, but it's not going to process because that script is not on this map. So that's unfortunate, but you get the gist. That will about wrap it up. That's all 10 factories right there. Great little pack that Papa Smurf put together. I think it's fantastic, and I highly recommend adding this to your farm. Additional information and links can all be found down below in the description, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's review. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you can leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and click on Nick right there in the middle of your screen. Then hit the subscribe button and the bell, and I'll bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. Plus my Patreon link is just below that if you'd like to help and contribute to the channel. It really helps out. So until next time, take care, and I will see you all in the next one.